Hi everyone, welcome to Grow Roots. This is Shannon, and here in late February in North Texas, I am headed to Green Acres in Irving, and they just got a huge shipment of all of the spring annuals, and I am so excited to see all of this color. It's going to be so refreshing to see this color after some winter. So let's go see what they have in late February, which is super early for us. I remember making this video, I think even 2 years ago, my first trip to Green Acres in the springtime, but it was March when they had all of their spring annuals in. So let's go see what they have in late February. Here we go. I can just see some color already. It's so very exciting, but rather than, going crazy, I'll start on one side and go to the other. And look, here's some blue bonnets, and they are $12.50 for that pretty big gallon size probably. And then coming over to the side, they have all of their roses. Some of them are bare root roses, and then those are potted up in the pots. Fun fact, I don't grow roses because the rose rosette disease runs rampant in my neighborhood, and I've lost 6 roses already to this disease because it's the might carried through the wind in my neighborhood. So I won't do roses anymore, but I do love them so much. But coming over here, these are salvia. Salvia Mirage, a nice red one. That is a white salvia. And there's pincushion flower. I don't know what this is. Let's see. It is Erysimum yellow. They have some creeping, it looks like creeping phlox. Oh, this is Gara, Beleza white. And look at those flowers, they're so pretty. Here is a blue fescue grass, I believe. Nope, Elijah blue, it's so pretty. Such a pretty grass. And look at that color. There are some dahlias over here. Oh, just look at that. It's gorgeous. And they are $10.50 for 1 gallon dahlias. I think that's a pretty good price. Those are so pretty. Those are so pretty. Oh, look at this little pink one. Oh my goodness. Oh, and this red one with white tips. Oh, goodness gracious. That might be my favorite. Dahlias are so pretty. Here are some Shasta daisies. There's a different type of Shasta daisy there. Some dianthus. Those are really pretty. I think that's that cherry swirl. I love dianthus, y'all. They tend to be evergreen in our area of North Texas. I'm in zone 8A, and they are evergreen for me. And my dianthus are blooming. Look at those Gerbera daisies. Okay, so one of my Gerbera daisies did not make it through the ice storm that we had. So I do need to get another Gerbera daisy. And these are $9.95 for these 1 gallon. Look at that one. I really like that one. It's a pink center and a yellow. That is Garvinia Sweet Blaze. Super cute. I'll keep that one in mind for sure. And then I also like the pink ones. I like those pink ones in the back with the whitish or light pinkish centers. Yeah, those right there. Or yellowish centers. Oh, those are so cute. That would be my second choice. It's a Sweet Memories Gerbera daisy. And here we have some beautiful tropical hibiscus, white, from Proven Winners, and they are $40. They're pretty large containers. What are those? 3-gallon, 5-gallon. And oh, here we go. The Proven Winners annuals are here, y'all. Here's Sweet Caroline Medusa Green Sweet Potato Vine. And they are $7.95 for the quart sizes. And here is the Sweet Caroline Bewitched Green with Envy. Beautiful. And here we go. It's the first Supertunia that I have seen this year. It is the Supertunia Honey. Oh my goodness, so pretty. Oh, I just love to see this every year. So there's Supertunia Persimmon. I have grown that with pretty good success. They just don't do well past July here for me. And here's Supertunia Vista Silverberry. Those are not blooming quite yet. And then Supertunia Vista Bubblegum, the best Supertunia there is. These will survive all season long for me. Here we have Supertunia Lovey Dovey, a really pretty one. I've also grown this one in part shade and it's done quite well. And there is Jazzberry, that beautiful magenta color. Love that color. And oh my goodness, it's Bermuda Beach. Yay! Okay, so $7.95 for these, best price I've seen. I've been looking for Supertunia Bermuda Beach in the past and haven't been able to grow it. I think today might be the day for that. And oh wow, this is new. This is different. Look at those variegated leaves. Waikiki Sunset Lysimachia congestiflora. I don't know anything about this plant, but I do like it. Look at that. Variegated foliage and a yellow flower. I'll have to keep that one in mind. It's so pretty. And then here are the white licorice. They're nice and soft. A great filler for your containers. And oh, salvia. Rockin' Deep Purple salvia. They are $15 for this 1-gallon container. And oh, they have Rockin' Playin' the Blues. Beautiful salvia. Beautiful. Here are some not Proven Winners plants on the end here. $15 it looks like for that. There's some geraniums. I do like geraniums. I don't like the smell. The geraniums are $7.95 for the 1 gallons. And that is it just says Patio Color Cash. It's pretty though. And here's some 6-packs of petunias, not Proven Winners, by Powell Plants. And those are $15 for the 6 plants. Ooh, and here are the Proven Winners Coleus. This one is ColorBlaze Golden Dreams. This one is ColorBlaze Lime Time, one of my favorites. Beautiful. ColorBlaze Dipped in Wine. And we've got ColorBlaze Strawberry Drop, which looks exactly like what's next to it, which is Chocolate Drop. And oh, look, here's Supertunia Mini Vista Plum Veined. So pretty. That is one that was kind of on my radar too. And they have Supertunia Picasso in purple. Oh, this one is Supertunia Daybreak Charm, I think. Yeah, Daybreak Charm. I like Daybreak Charm. I have grown that one as well. And then Supertunia Mini Vista Pink Star. Kind of looks like the Lovey-Dovey, just slightly different. There's some more Jazzberry. And this one was on my radar. Supertunia Mini Vista Ultramarine. They're not blooming yet, but look. Really nice, healthy plants. There's a bloom. Oh, so pretty. And this one also was on my radar. Supertunia Blue Tiara. Oh, it's so pretty. I love that white center that kind of goes ombre purple. And then this yellow Supertunia is the Saffron Finch. And then we've got, it looks like, what is this? Is this Bacopa? It says Snowstorm, Giant Snowflake. Sotera Cordata. And then blue, the lobelia. Just looking out over the sea of cute little white flowers. They're so cute. And their lobelia is Laguna Sky Blue. And wow, this plant catches my eye. Look at that coloration in the flowers. Looks like some type of Nemesia. It is Sensatia Blood Orange Nemesia Hybrid. That is gorgeous. And look, oh my gosh, look at that yellow. Is that the same like a Nemesia? Yep, Sensatia Lemon. Oh, it's so pretty. And it looks like more, yeah, Snowstorm Rose. Those all just look so pretty together, though. They have the purple one, so Snowstorm Blue. And Snowstorm Wet Pink. Rose. All right, so all of that beautiful color. I think that about does it for the Proven Winners annuals that they have. Looking forward, here are their African daisies. Really pretty. Oh, and then here are their pansies. Let's see how much their flats of pansies are. Oh my, that's a great price. $17.95 for an entire flat of pansies. It's not too late to plant pansies, y'all. For me, they last until end of May if I take care of them. And they just have a huge sea of colors. I did blues and yellows and oranges this year in my front flower bed, and they are just gorgeous. But great selection of pansies here. And oh, look at these calla lilies. Wow, they're $18.50. That's Captain Novato, that white one. Oh, those rose-colored ones. Wow, I'm super tempted. Those are gorgeous. And then those dark purple, almost waxy. And oh my goodness, look at that. Those are like yellow, peach, oh, red. Gorgeous calla lilies. I have not grown them before, but I am super tempted. Over here, looks like they have their hellebores. Lenten Rose, $25. These hellebore are just so pretty. These pink blooms there. Great for shade. I don't have any. I don't love how most hellebore are downturned flowers like that. But they are pretty. I have been tempted in the past for sure. This one is Glenda's Gloss. And this one is Vibey Velvet. Really, really nice big hellebores for $25. Okay, so look up here. Oh, the hanging baskets. There's Alyssum, beautiful plant for a hanging basket. And then, oh, look, here we go. It's the Proven Winners container combinations. So pretty. I wish these were lower so I could see what each one is, but here's their $40. And there's 3 different combinations of plants in each one. I just can't get up there to really see what they are. So I do have one container that is going to be fully dedicated with Proven Winners annuals. And so this would be an easy way for me to get this hanging basket and then just pop it into that container, and it would be super easy. So I'm very tempted. Oh, look, see, there's this pink one. Yep. And they've got Superbena in there, which I was looking for Superbena. They don't have them in the quartz. And then there's purples with Superbena. Gorgeous. And then there's another pink one. Look how nice and full and already trailing that Superbena is. That's really tempting. That would be a great idea for one container to just plop that in. Okay, so here we have the red tropical hibiscus by Proven Winners. And then there's another pink variety over here. I love that one. It's kind of a corally color. So pretty. Again, those are $40. And then they have their flats of Dusty Miller and Dianthus. There's some white. Those are so pretty. There's some pinks. Those are so pretty. Let's see what they are. Telstar Purple Pickety. Let's see. How much are they per flat? $23.50 and $1.75 for the little tiny containers in there. Not too bad. That's pretty good for an entire flat. So here's all the Dianthus, and then, ooh, those are the petunias. Those are not blooming yet. There's a little white bloom. So here's your flats of petunias. And you know, these always catch my eye every spring. I love that purple color. I think those are a type of African daisy. It's just called color square pot. Interesting. Oh, color squat pot. Those are $9.50 if you're interested in those. More hellebore, some snapdragon flats. So those aren't blooming either. I have grown snapdragons this year. They are just not blooming after this ice storm that we've had. They've put on buds though, so I'm excited about that. Let's see what's over here. We have some primrose down there. Those are so pretty. And those are $22.50. And then they have some really good looking Dianthus in larger containers here. And those are $9.95. So that's a great price. This pink color is just so pretty for these geraniums. Nice big blooms too. Very pretty. Probably my favorite one I've seen today. And those are $5.95. They're quart size. So these are all your geraniums that are smaller and less expensive. And they've got just a sea of colors, reds and pinks, bright reds and dark reds. So pretty. I always like to buy the smaller containers of things if I can because they will grow, I can be patient, and it is a lot less money to do so. Oh, and speaking of which, Gerbera daisies are available in the smaller quart-sized containers. So, you know, since I am going to pick up a Gerbera daisy, I probably will do one of these small ones. The only problem is they don't seem to have all of the color variations that they had in the larger pots. So I'll have to pick one of these colors, which they are beautiful. These are $5.95 for these quarts. It's a great price for a Gerbera daisy. And I was thinking I was going to get a yellow one. And so I might just pick a yellow one, but that one's really pretty. Keep those in mind. So here are some primrose that are smaller. I'll bet they're a better price as well. Those are just so cute. I love the look of primrose. And those are $4.95 for the quartz. That's a great price too. Here's more snapdragons. And look at that. Oh, that's a beautiful one. Love that color. But they've got them in all of the colors. Yellows and pinks and purples. And those are $3.50 for the quart size. That is not bad at all. They've also got alyssum, white alyssum in the quart size. And then the purple alyssum as well. And both the white and the purple alyssum look beautiful in hanging baskets and containers. $3.50 for those. Here are some more dahlias. And looks like they have kalanchoe, $6.50 for those. All kinds of different colors. This looks a little out of place. They've got a succulent. It looks like a burro's tail. And here are their own Calla Bacoas. They're so pretty. I just have not been super successful with Calla Bacoas. $5.95. They last a little while in the spring for me, but definitely not through the summer. But they are so pretty as a spring flower in a container. And oh, look at those. Those are gorgeous. Diacia Trinity. Have not heard those before. And look, oh, you guys, it's these little pansies with the ruffled edges. Look how pretty those are. I think they're super, super sweet. I just think this particular variety, the flowers are just a little too small for me. And then Bracteantha, sombrero orange. Oh, straw flower. Some straw flower there, just orange and yellow. And oh, there's their Coleus. That is a beautiful red Coleus. Some purple wandering Jew. And just a little bit of ground cover over there. This was a different ground cover. I have to check this out. What is this called? It is fig ivy. Okay, I see that a lot in containers, and I wondered what it was. So that's fig ivy. Here's some cyclamen. Cyclamen are really so beautiful. Again, something I can't really make last very long here in Texas. Oh, and look, they have some black pansies. Those are a true black color. They're striking. They're $5.95 for those. And then coming over here. Okay, I think those are they Bidens? Such a great Bacopa. That's right, Bacopa. Great container plant. I want to get some of that this year. Maybe not today, but I will get some. It looks like that's creeping phlox in a quart, $5.95. Yep, that is creeping phlox. Pink thrift. It's a good price. All right, over here they have some more perennials. Giant leopard plant, tractor seat plant. Beautiful. I have one of these and it's doing amazing in my shade garden. And it already has 3 new leaves this winter. Here's heuchera, coral bells, $15 for those. These are gallon size though. Beautiful colors of heuchera. Look at that. A beautiful green one. Alabama sunrise. A beautiful reddish orange one. Ooh, Indian Summer Orange Berry. And look, that one is blooming. I think it's a different variety that's blooming right now, but you can see what those blooms look like. It's lovely. See, magma coral bells. I have a magma coral bells. Mine have not bloomed. And then a lime coral bells. I just love the rainbow of colors together, honestly. Purples and limes, almost yellows, reds and oranges. It's like a sea of rainbow. It's so pretty. And then the underside of those leaves are like a pinkish color. It's gorgeous. That's the caramel. I do have a caramel as well. So I am home now, and I wanted to show you everything that I got. I'm pretty excited. I played it down just a little bit. I don't need a whole lot. I'm growing like hundreds of flowers winter sowing, so I don't need a whole bunch like to buy. But I did tell myself that this planter right here, which is currently empty, is going to be like my proven winners annuals planter. I'm going to give myself that. I have plans for this border once these beautiful pansies are done, and which actually won't be for a little while, but I'm already growing the flowers that I'm going to put in this border. So really one of my only annual containers is going to be right there. And so this is what I have picked out for that. This was, I'm sure you guys saw this when we went through it. Let me not rip that flower off. Oh no. Okay. Anyway, here we go. So this is so gorgeous. The colors in this are just spectacular, but this is the Sensatia Blood Orange Nemesia Hybrid. This guy, let me see. It's going to have a mounded habit, but I have a feeling it's very much a trailing habit as well. It says it blooms from planting to hard frost, 10 to 14 inches, and full to part sun. It will get full sun here. And so Nemesia, from what I know, is more of a cool season flower. It can last throughout the season, but I don't know if it can last throughout a Texas summer. But either way, it's gorgeous, so no problem there. And then for a little pop of blue, which I think these two look so pretty, this is the their lobelia. What is that one called? Laguna Sky Blue Lobelia. Yeah. And again, full to part sun. This is going to be kind of another very wispy but traily kind of plant. This will not last. I have tried this. Blue lobelia doesn't last throughout our Texas summer, but it will do amazing in the spring. And then this is really so interesting. I couldn't not get this, but I thought the colors actually looked really beautiful together too. It is the Waikiki Sunset Lizomachia congestiflora. So I don't know much about this plant other than I love variegated leaves, so it had me at that. And these yellow flowers are so sweet, and I love the contrast of the foliage there. But let's read about it really quick. What does Proven Winners say? So it's a spreading habit, which is great for a container. A short habit, 2 to 10 inches. Let's see. I know the shadow's not right, you guys. Let's see. Well, you know, it might be a perennial for me. It says zone 7A to 7B, hardy to -15. Are you kidding me? I didn't know that when I bought it. Sun to shade. Okay, so that's telling me it's probably not going to love full sun. Wow. I don't really know much about Lizomachia, but I am intrigued, and I hope that it does well in this container. And then to bring a pop of pink, which I love, I've always wanted the Proven Winners Bermuda Beach. And honestly, I don't think I've ever seen it until now. And so yay, Green Acres, for having that. Thank you so much. That will do well until, like I said, we get super hot. I don't anticipate it lasting like until August, but probably until July, June, July. And then Supertunia honey. Again, I've never tried this one, I don't think. Actually, I do think I did try Supertunia honey, and it didn't do as well for me. So we'll see, but I loved that. That whole display of color is absolutely beautiful. I'm all about the color. That's just how I am. And so that is going to go in that container. And then I also got 2 more lemon balsedum. This is what, half a gallon or something like that. It's called a 4-inch, but it's way bigger than a 4-inch, honestly. And they were $7 each. I needed to, a couple of them died off a little bit in the winter in my backyard. I have a border, a beautiful border of lemon balsedum, and so I'm just kind of picking those up to replace the ones that died off. And then I also had, I'm pretty sure, a Gerbera daisy that I loved so much that did so well, but for whatever reason that ice storm took it. It was like flowering during the ice storm, and I think it just was too much for it. So this Gerbera daisy was super inexpensive. I think it was $5.95, and I've wanted a yellow one, so I picked that up. It's so sweet. And then I just put a little bit of sweet alyssum and dianthus around that. I got, you know, 4 total, 2 sweet alyssum and 2 dianthus to go around that. And then I stocked up on my espoma flower food. So I usually use plant tone. It's time right now. It's time to fertilize all of the things, all of the perennials, flowering shrubs, everything in my garden is about to get fertilized. I've never really been able to find a big bag like this of rose tone. I was debating between flower tone and rose tone. Decided on rose tone because Jenny from Gardening with Creekside said, you know, I have a lot of flowering shrubs, and rose tone, roses are very, you know, they're a flowering shrub, and so rose tone is what flowering shrubs do best on. And so I picked that up, and this is such a great deal. I bought a big bag of this because it ends up being, this was $29 for 18 pounds. Usually it's $15 for 4 pounds or 8 pounds. Sometimes you can find a deal $15 for 8 pounds, but even still, this is a really good deal. So I picked that up. So there you go. That concludes the Green Acres shopping trip for late February of 2026. I'm super happy, super excited for this growing season. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like what you saw, please subscribe to my channel. I have so much more coming in 2026, so stay tuned. Thank you all so much. Have a beautiful day, everybody. Bye-bye.